journey have arrived at their championship moment. Each side earned a bye from a strong regular season. Each side won 2 playoff games to get here. Now, which side goes home with the ultimate trophy? Welcome to Tampa Bay and Raymond James Stadium, the site of this year's national championship game. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the USC Trojans, taking on a playoff team from last year, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Herbstreit. It's time to get this national championship game underway and crown a champion. Kickoff. This is it, the ultimate game in college football, national championship at stake. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. Championship game with a pass. They give the running back a touch in the pass game. Catch made over the middle. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker.
Well, this is the risk you take when you play man-to-man coverage and you leave a linebacker on a running back. Quarterback does a nice job of seeing that mismatch and getting the ball to the back for some good yards.
Now it's second down here. Handoff from the shotgun. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
You know, in that era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Caught near the sticks. It's Pryor. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, I've always said I think this quarterback all year long has been able to be as consistent as any quarterback in the country. And when you get the third down, you've got to trust that he's going to make the right decision and throw an accurate ball to give you a chance at a first down. There's another example of it right there.
And the player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. We'll give it to the running back. And he goes nowhere. Stop pull behind the line of scrimmage.
It's another good job here by this defense. And I think all the build-up and hype of the national championship, they really felt challenged. And right now they're winning the line of scrimmage. They've gotten this offense to a third down situation. Let's see if they can get off the field here to start the game.
Receiver looks it in. It's complete. That's big. They convert on third and set him up first down from the 32.
In all of our prep work coming into this national championship, I really wondered how this secondary would hold up against this quarterback and this group of receivers. They better be ready to make some adjustments because right now, this quarterback is having his way with it.
On first and 10, looking to throw. Looking for his big tight end. That's knocked away. Defense makes a nice play. It's incomplete.
Chris, you see what happens when you try to squeeze it into double coverage. An incompletion is probably the best result you could have hoped for because an interception is the most likely outcome when you're throwing the ball into the crowd.
Incompletion sets up a second down. And they hand it off off to the back. Slams right into a wall. They got him for a loss. And they don't block the defensive end and shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
The pass rush closing in. The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the third down pressure worked.
See what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance, but he held it just a little bit too long, and the defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
He missed it. Off target that time. And with that miss, the score remains the same.
Now that's going to go down as an empty possession for this offense. No points as he's off target. Now you can see he's hanging his head. Poor kicker.
Off the 52-yard miss, the offense will take over at their 35. They'll run it from the gun. He's brought down, but not before the gain to the 42-yard line.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear a defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Second down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. Refusing to be brought down before gaining first down yardage.
Chris, I know we think about LSU. We go back to 2019, Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, that dynamic offense. But at the end of the day, it's still LSU. It's still the SEC. And ground and pound is something they will never move away from. Great job here, and move the sticks.
Defense is coming after him. That's incomplete, even on a first down pass attempt. He felt heavy pressure.
Boy, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10 from the 45. Now here's the toss play. He's found some room at the 45. He's brought down, but not before crossing midfield to the 42.
Go with the toss play here to the left side. Let's give credit to the guys up front, the offensive line, center, guard, tackle. They seal the edge. But I love seeing the receivers' willingness to be a part of that and a good job of blocking downfield. Otherwise, that play cannot be spilled out of the backfield and into the open field. So everyone handled their responsibilities perfectly to pick up some nice yards.
Off the play fake, looking to throw. Delivers quickly to the left side. And it's incomplete. A little first down trickery. Doesn't work that time. So 2nd and 10 after the previous play. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. On the ground, it's Berry. Finds room at the 30. Touchdown, Tigers. They strike first in this national title bout.
Well, this is what this running back brings to the table for this offense. He's always one touch away from a huge play. And here he gets the ball, gets some space, and from there, no one's going to catch him on his way to the end zone.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. And here comes the USC offense back on the field. No doubt the last drive was deflating. They had to settle for a field goal attempt, but missed it. Gets the first and still running. Tackle, but first down.
Boy, a thing of beauty, right, Chris? A USC running back picking up a first down on the ground, and they've had so many great backs, and probably as many as anybody when it comes to counting up individual stars. We're going back to guys like Charles White and Marcus Allen, both won the Heisman Trophy.
They bring him down after a short gain there.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
That completion makes it second and medium. On the move now. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time, and now third down coming up.
Mobility can be a blessing or a curse for some quarterbacks. Sometimes they feel that they can make a play on every single opportunity because they have such speed. Instead of just getting down or throwing it away, they try to force the issue. This one almost backfires on him as he tried to squeeze that throw in. He's lucky he didn't throw an interception.
Grab near the sticks. It's Lawson. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
And it's incomplete. Even in a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. He lets it rip. With sure hands. It's Pryor. They bring him down right at the 20. This offense set up now in the red zone. The Trojans will come to the line to crank up the tempo. Snapping it from the red zone now. Looking to throw. Heavy pressure. He lets it go. Just flings it out of bounds and pass rush closing in.
Well, the pass rush does a good job of chasing him out of the pocket. He's trying to buy some time looking downfield, but he better be careful being too patient. He gets hit as he throws this football, and it falls incomplete.
Direct snap. Headed for the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans. They begin to fight back here in this championship game.
Chris, he broke free from the line of scrimmage. I thought he might have a 10 or 15-yard gain, but he shows you the speed that he has to take it all the way to the house.
And the PAT is good. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Watkins. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. Here's the first play of the drive now, set up at the 24. It's a quarterback keeper. Spinning out of the tackle. Oh, and he fumbles. The offense able to fall on it and avoid the turnover. Got lucky that time. Hold on a second. The replay official has signaled that he wants to have another look at this play. So after taking a closer look, the officials are going to overturn that previous ruling on the field. And here's that wrinkle, the Wildcat formation, extra blocker in the game. Let's see what they call. And it's a direct snap. Oh, what a move. Defense makes the tackle, but that Wildcat look does produce a first down. So after a competitive, fun first quarter, we are all even. Let's check out some of the stats from that first period. And after a promising start, we hope that both these teams will just continue with more of this action. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Second down after that run in the previous play. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. And here comes a deep shot. It's caught inside the 30 and still going. It's a huge gain down to the 16 in one play. They've suddenly become a threat to score.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
This LSU offense is moving quickly down the field. And the back now goes in motion. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, the play is just blown up by the big fella in the middle. Kirk showing some quickness for his size.
Yeah, we know about his power, but how about his ability to penetrate there? And that's the quickest way to blow up a run game is that interior penetration. If you're able to break through the middle of that offensive line, then you can...
End zone ahead. And he could not be stopped. Touchdown, LSU.
And that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a third or a fourth later today.
See if they can convert the point after. The extra point is good, so it's 14-7. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. And the USC offense is back out on the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. He's got room to run. And the run moves the ball up to the 33.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
An important third down attempt for this offense. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Makes a quick grab. Brought down, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 49.
That's another positive gain here for this offense, and this defensive coordinator is going to have to make some kind of adjustments to get this quarterback out of his rhythm. It's the national championship, and you've got to take chances and mix up your coverages because right now what you're doing just isn't working.
Caught by the receiver. That's a quick tackle, but they pick up solid yardage on that short throw.
This is what makes the RPO so difficult to defend if you have a quarterback who can read it. It's that old argument, which guy has the chalk last? Well, with a quarterback that can read it like that, the quarterback has the chalk last. He reads that they're up, makes the throw in the quick slant, gets some really good yards.
Pulls it in. It's Washington. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down.
Hey, it's a game, but you get the sense that this offense wanted a little bit more from that play.
And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
So they'll pass up the long field goal attempt and keep the offense on the field for 4th down. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. They need less than a yard for a 1st down. They'll go for it on 4th. It's a keeper trying to get to the marker. And he's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge 4th down stop.
I mean, that's as safe a call as you can make, right? Just have that quarterback get behind that big offensive line and push, but he wasn't able to get past the line that they needed for the 1st down.
And then Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. They really had the defense off balance in the last possession, mixing the run and pass extremely well. Bringing pressure. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
But that's just being crafty right here by this quarterback. It's not there. You pick up what you can and stay ahead of the chains. And who knows, do this enough, they'll have to start spying on this quarterback, which could open up some passing lanes that weren't there before.
And that play moves the ball across midfield. 1st down now from the 42.
A nice RPO here by the offensive coordinator and a big gain by the back. Let's give credit to the quarterback. He saw that this defense was sitting back, worried about the pass, so instead of throwing it, he hands it off, and it's a nice positive.
He cannot escape. It's a sack. 2nd and long for this offense after the sack.
Boy, you talk about blowing a play up. What a job by this defense. That is a big-time loss from the sack. But look at the offense. They're keeping the tempo.
Makes the grab inside the 30, and he's still running. What a catch by the sophomore.
You know who's got to love this offense picking up so many 1st downs? Their own defense. Man, when I played, I used to have defensive guys come down and tell me when we'd have a long drive how much it would allow them to rest and go out and play dominant football.
1st down, looking to throw the ball. Grab behind the line, it's Sparrow. And a nice 1st down gain there. They get him down, but very close to the 1st down marker. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. On 2nd and inches, they've got 3 receivers bunched out to the left. Quarterback will throw it off the one-pass option. Touchdown, LSU. A great catch and run for 6. If you play quarterback, how about appreciating a receiver that runs his routes that precisely?
Chris, it's not just his route running. It's the chemistry between the quarterback and the receiver that really, I think, is unique. They put so much time into this in the offseason. By the time they get to Saturdays, you can close your eyes and make your throw. It's exactly what we saw right there.
And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. They start with an RPO. Quick pass to the right. The defense drops him for a loss. He went backwards there. A 2nd down behind the sticks now.
This is not how you draw it up as an offensive coordinator. You got a 1st down play, and you go backwards. Now you're behind the sticks, and that play just never seemed to have much of a chance at all.
He went backwards on 1st down, so 2nd and long from the 24. Looking for a receiver. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. And it's hauled in. What a catch. All the way to the end zone. They couldn't catch him. Touchdown, Southern Cal.
Chris, how dangerous is this offense? Well, of course, you know about the receivers, those vertical shots, but here's an example. You get the ball to the running back out in space, takes it all the way to the end zone for a touchdown.
PAT is good. They still trail, though. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Bringing it out. It's Watkins. He gave it a shot, but should have just left the ball in the end zone. They spotted it at the 19. So the first play of the drive here coming up, less than 2 minutes left on the clock. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Breaks free. Now here he goes. The 30. At the 20. They tackle him all the way down to the 15-yard line. This offense is knocking on the door now. The timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. One huge play has changed the drive. Now let's see if this offense can cash in this red zone opportunity. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And it's incomplete on a very quick throw. Second down play coming up for this offense. Pickup is 4. Sets up a 3rd and 6 now. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. Offense breaks the huddle and gets set. It's 3rd down. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. It's an out route, the catch made. Tackle is made at the 4. It'll be 1st down and goal.
Man, you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on 3rd down, get him the ball.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
It is tough to run the football inside this 5-yard line. Give all the credit to that defensive line, eating up those linemen, allowing the rest of the defense to fly to the football for that short loss.
The offense spends their final timeout of the half here to talk strategy. So off the loss, it's 2nd and goal from the 7. Running for the end zone, running it right up the gut. Going absolutely nowhere. That'll be a loss on the play. Defense takes their 3rd and final timeout of the half to talk strategy.
Nice job by this defense on that 2nd down, so we now have 3rd down and goal. The offense could be thinking about 4-down situation. They need to put the ball into the end zone. They don't want to settle for a field goal here.
Great job by the defense so far. It's 3rd and goal from a long way out. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Touchdown, Tigers. Still no answer for this offense.
I'll tell you what, in this first half, this quarterback seems to be making all the right reads and showing the accuracy that he's shown all year long. Outstanding pass, great conversion. They put 6 more on the board.
Point after, up and good. Fielded in the end zone. It's Washington. And he stopped with the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. So here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Looking for the wideout. And that one's incomplete with just 7 seconds left on the clock. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Oh, they've got him for a sack. A great defensive play, and that should do it for the half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Trojans will kick this away to get the second half going. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee to bring the football to the 25-yard line. Looks like he didn't get the snap off in time. That'll cost him 5 yards. So that offensive penalty will be declined by the defense. They're happy to take the result of that play. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. Went it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
An excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fix, holding their own to the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Offense trying to find a way to get this drive going. It's 2nd and 9 for the 26. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They'll bring him down right at the 30-yard line.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Quarterback in the shotgun here on 3rd down. Fires it to the wideout. Caught. He's wide open. Look out. They bring him down, but it's a big gainer to the 47.
Boy, this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on 3rd down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 now. The ball is picked off. Brought down after a short return, but the pick sets up his offense.
Boy, just when it looked like they had complete control of the national championship, they turned the ball over. The only real mistake they could have made to give their opponent a chance to get back into the game, and they've done it.
1st down. They're going to throw the football. Finds his target, and it's complete. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there. The running back sneaks out there. He is a difficult matchup for this defense in the passing game.
Man, it is so tough to match up in man-to-man coverage against a back like this and catch the ball like a receiver. It's something you work on all week, and you know about it. You're aware of it, but it's one thing to be aware of it, and another thing to go out and execute it and try to stay within the man coverage. Very tough to do. How about the arm strength from this quarterback? He really didn't have any other option than to put it right in there and give it everything that he had. Great timing and a good job of squeezing that in between the defenders.
They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
You get to the national championship, Chris, you'd love to see more balance. They've not been able to run the football the entire game, putting everything on this quarterback in their passing game.
They come to the line in the Wildcat formation. Defense got to be on alert here. Direct snap. Defense not fooled by the Wildcat look. Just a short gain on the play.
Well, they get stopped here on 2nd down. It's going to bring up a 3rd and goal situation. And from this far back out, wouldn't be surprised to see them go through the air. Just don't want the quarterback to take a sack here. Make sure he gets the ball out of his hands quickly.
Offense moving backwards here, a long way from the goal line now. Look at a throw on 3rd and goal. Caught near the goal line. He is a load to bring down. Finally, a strong tackle by the cornerback gets him.
Man, is this guy a tough matchup or what? Not only are you trying to prevent him from making just a catch, but then you got to bring him down to prevent more yards after the catch.
Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. He makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, USC.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
And the point after gets him within a touchdown, 28-21. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Bringing it out, it's Watkins. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. They'll come up in Wildcat formation. Let's see what the call is. And it's a direct snap. He breaks free. Breaks into the clear. Goes out of bounds after another big gain on the ground. This running game has been strong today. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. The old pin and pull there to the left side. Great blocking on the left side. Able to create a great push. Nice crease, and the back found that with the vision and picks up some big yards for that first down.
And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers and make the play.
Important second down play coming up. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Takes the handoff. It's Perry. And the broken tackle there produces a solid gain.
Another positive gain by this back. I'll tell you, between the offensive line sustaining blocks and this back's vision and ability to explode into that second level of this defense, this guy is having a monster day in the biggest stage of all in the national championship.
They'll run this play from the pistol formation. On the handoff, they'll test the right side here. When he didn't get there, the defense makes a stop against this excellent third down offense. Off play action, he's looking to throw. He's brought down. A sack will end this drive. Huge play here by the defense.
Now, the quarterback's got to get the ball out of his hands. He had a lot of time back there in the pocket, looking over the field, desperately trying to find an open receiver. Nobody's open, but he still has got to take off or try to make a play. Instead, he's sacked, and it's a turnover on downs.
And he's able to find some running room. Nice pickup.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice gain.
Second down play coming up. And the quarterback keeps it here. Breaking tackles. And the Trojans look to keep this drive moving.
We think about option plays, especially quarterback, when he keeps the ball. A lot of times, it's a big explosive play, but sometimes it's just about getting what you can and keep the drive moving.
They come to the line in the Wildcat formation. Defense got to be on alert here. The Wildcat look picks up a solid gain, but they're still short of the first. Offense getting set. Second down play here. Looking to pass this time. Pass ball is incomplete. There's a flag down. Did the receiver push off to get separation?
Sometimes there's a fine line between being the receiver and the defensive back, and who is actually going to get their hands on the ball. I can't really blame him for this one, because an incompletion will always be more welcome than an interception.
Offense getting set. It's second down. To throw, it's Bankston. Quick throw to the left. He makes the grab. They stop him at the 4, but it sets up this offense with a 1st and goal.
What a gain here. Big play for this offense. The quarterback and receiver just seem to be in sync. Tough on that corner to try to make a play on that ball.
Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Trojans.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his 2nd touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
He knocks through the PAT and ties the score here in the 3rd period. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Watkins. Gets it to the 25-yard line. That's where they'll start the drive. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. And the wideout goes in motion. The shotgun running play call. And he'll get the 1st down yards before they finally bring him down.
Ooh, how about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Looking to throw it on 1st down. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down.
Man, you got to love this if you're a defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
And one final play before the end of the quarter. Looking for a gap. It's Lindsey. And the tackle is made on what's going to be the final play of this period. Heck of a ride through a very competitive first 3 quarters if we check out some of the stats here. And let's see how this one unfolds in the final quarter, set to get underway. A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on 3rd down. Obvious false start there, moving too early. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Important 3rd down play coming up. To throw, it's Lewis. Oh, it's intercepted. A critical late mistake here. They get him down after a short return, but the offense will go to work in the 44.
Oh, Chris, you're in the 4th quarter. It's a tie game, and you throw an interception. Oh, my goodness. I know it's obvious, but you just got to take care of the football. It's that simple. Now their opportunity to take the lead is lost, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Finding enough space for a solid gain before they stop him.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. But I love to see that offensive line win the battle at the line of scrimmage.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Defensive backs up at the line, showing press. And a Trojans pick up enough yardage to get a first down.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases, to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
That's an important first down on that running play. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. That's caught. It's Lawson. Really solid first down gain. He's just short of the marker, so maybe a chance here to take a downfield shot.
Chris, it's so much fun to watch the athleticism at the wide receiver position nowadays. The ability to make plays on the outside is extraordinary, and they bring a certain toughness, too, that catches my eye.
They'll run it. Hand it off to the running back. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
And the Trojans are going to keep this drive rolling. The shotgun handoff here.
Chris, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. Looking for 6. Touchdown, Southern Cal. And they take the lead here in the fourth quarter. Kicking team on now for the extra point. PAT is up and good. They lead by a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Bringing it out, it's Watkins. They tackle him at the 9. That's good coverage. They should have left the ball in the end zone. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. And he goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Dropping back, it's Lewis. Running out of time in the pocket. Football comes out, and the defense comes up with the football.
How about this defense flying in there trying to get their hat on the ball? They do, and they're able to pounce on it for a big turnover.
Offense makes their way on the field. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Moves out of the pocket. Out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
How about this play by the quarterback, putting his body on the line here? But that's the kind of thing that endears you to the fans, the staff, and more importantly, to his teammates. At the end of the day, the quarterback doesn't want to look back on the game and say, I could have done more.
And the Trojans looking to finish the drive here. It's first and goal. First and goal, they'll try to run it in. Slams right into a wall. They got him for a loss. Well, they run it right into a blitz. And that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
So the ball moved back to the 12 for second and goal. Quarterback still with the football. The senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. I'll give them credit. They didn't lose anything, so it wasn't a negative play. But this kind of play's got to be able to hit big and get down the sidelines for big yards.
The offense has been moving backwards here. Now a long way to go on 3rd and goal. Back to pass. It's Bankston. Launching one to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, USC.
Well, what a job by the offensive coordinator going to that 5-wide receiver set, creating the one-on-one matchups, finding the most favorable matchup, and then going to that receiver for the score.
And the point after is right down the middle. We got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Watkins. The returner is brought down. Let's start with the next drive. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. It comes down to this. They need to create some fourth-quarter magic here, or this national championship will slip away. Didn't quite get the playoff in time. It'll be delay of game. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Offense showing a bunch formation now. And the quarterback dropping back. We'll take a deep shot here. Oh, he can't bring it in. A chance for a takeaway. They're one of the star players on this defense. Couldn't make it.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
The pocket breaking down. Sacked, dropped at the 3.
Well, here we are in the national championship, and you always talk about offense. And it is. It's become an offensive game. But how fitting to see this defense. This team has a nice lead, and a large portion of that has to do with the way they've been able to get after this quarterback. That's the 2nd sack in this game.
Catch made over the middle. Defense will stop him after about a 9-yard gain. It'll bring up 4th down. The offense stays on the field down multiple possessions. Easy choice. Needs a completion here on 4th down. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. They'll finally go down, but it's a 1st down and much more. Great gain on the play. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense facing some serious urgency, trying to come up with a miracle late here. LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Quarterback making some changes at the line. To the air, it's Lewis. Looking for a late deep shot. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Chris, I got to be honest. I mean, this is the national championship. We've seen so much out of this quarterback throughout the year and these receivers, and yet here in this biggest stage, they cannot do anything through the air. The timing is off. Now, again, you got to give credit to the defense, but I'm just shocked to see the way they're performing today.
Looking to scramble. He's going to take off. Breaks loose at the 45. Scoots out of bounds after a nice pickup on that running play.
Hey, the defense working with this lead does everything right. Taking away any threats downfield gives the quarterback only option really is to take off and pick up some yards. Now, they better be careful because you do that too many times, eventually he could get out and put it into the end zone.
The offense operating at peak efficiency. They come to the line again. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And they'll stop him after a short gain. They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. That's a design quarterback keeper. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He's running out of time here. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big 3rd down defensive play.
I really thought that this matchup between this quarterback and his receivers going up against this defense in the national title would have been must-see TV. But, man, this defense, they have won that battle the entire game, and they enjoy a nice lead because of that.
So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on 4th down. Looking for his big tight end. Makes the catch, and that is enough for a 1st down. They make the tackle, but that play moves it inside the red zone. Here's a 1st down, not wasting any time after that conversion on 4th. Here comes a throw from the red zone. Lets it go quickly. And it's picked off in the end zone. He's brought down quickly, but that takeaway is a huge play for this defense.
Just a great job of anticipating that and coming up with a big interception by this defense. Because they have this lead, they've really forced this offense to become one-dimensional. They're expecting...
Could take it all the way. Tackle made after a solid game. They'll spot the ball at the 34.
Boy, this offense's execution has been on point all game long, but especially in this 4th quarter. They're getting better and better, and this defense seems to have just quit out there.
And the runner brought down right at the 38-yard line.
Well, how fitting for him to get another nice carry here, because it's been that kind of game in the national title. We knew coming in that he was going to be showcased. I didn't think he would have this kind of performance on this big of a stage, but he has, and a big reason why they're going to win this national title.
3rd down coming up. That's it. It's official. We have our national champions.